Hey y'all, it's your girl Lady Tay in the building, fucking with my old school player partner, Jovan, actually, Mr. J.
Hey sis, how you doing, baby?
Great. You feel me? This right here, you don't even know how, this is deep. You know what I'm saying? I love him. Like, really love him. So for those people who don't know who J-Stalin is, go ahead and just introduce yourself really quickly.
I'm J-Stalin, founder of Livewire Records, one of the biggest independent labels to come out of Northern California, West Oakland, the Big Sac. Great father, great artist, philanthropist, just me. I'm just me.
All around that guy. You feel me? It sometimes be hard for people to talk about themselves, especially when they're just really great fucking people. You know what I'm saying? So.
Thank you, sis.
Hey.
That make me blush.
Nah, don't be blushing, boy. You lie behind this thing. You feel me? No, you guys really don't know. Like, Stalin, I would tell him every single time that I see him, like, I have so much love for him. And look, there ain't nothing that could ever happen that will ever make me feel no certain type of a way at all. You feel me? Like, I've been dealing with Stalin since 04, 05. And what? It was Light Bright Entertainment? No, it wasn't Light Bright Entertainment first. It was We Off That Entertainment. Oh,
that was before Light Bright.
That was before Light Bright. You feel me?
That was when we was doing shows like Pinkies and stuff.
Oh my goodness, that Anton's had just officially got shut down. I think we was around there probably like 2-3 times. Like when I was dealing with Jovan, he was there before that. You feel me? But then it got shut down. Remember? Yes. What? Come on, hey. Hello. Yeah, that was, you feel me? All the shit was popping.
That was the spot.
We was never able to keep no good like night spots though, because it was just always, you know what I'm saying?
That was the spot.
Yes. Look, you just went through a flashback. Hey, you thought about it.
You already know.
So I always I don't give a fuck. I be bragging. Like I was there when I used to try to book Jovan for $250 shows. When we used to book shows for that, we was happy as shit. Tell me now.
Still happy as shit.
What? I just told him earlier though, I'm so happy with their growth and seeing, especially his, you know what I'm saying? But I miss the old days. I told him I miss it when we was broke and like really thugging. I felt like it meant more. You think so?
I think when everybody is broke, there are just no egos involved. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
When people get money, the worst thing about having money is you only have to deal with what you want to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when everybody's broke, you feel me? You go through the trials and tribulations, and most of the time, you work them out because it's just love. But even though it's still all love, when you got money, it makes you not want to go through the trials and tribulations because you don't have to.
Yeah, you pay your way through everything, kind of like, oh, I don't want to handle that. I'll pay for it.
Not even just pay your way. It's just like when you have money, you don't need to mend relationships. You don't need to mend relationships. It makes you feel like you don't have to.
Like you don't have to have nobody, like, because you could do it on your own type of a mentality. Right, I got you. So, okay, I feel exactly what you say with that, but do you also feel like people with that type of a mentality are usually like unhappier or lonelier because of that as well? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's it's just a defense mechanism.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all come from the ghetto.
That was deep. That was different. Yeah.
We all strive.
Right.
To a point. Like that's what we all want. Like we all strive to a point to get to be able to tell somebody, fuck you, if you don't need them.
Right.
Not like that, but like.
No, I get it. I think for me, it's more when you abuse it, right? Because it's like you can't say fuck you to everybody, because that just means like you just not. To me, I feel like you're not kind of a genuine person. Like if you can't have none of your original people with you, or maybe people who've been with you or been around you for quite some time, I feel like that shows a lot about someone's character. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're always rotating new people in your life, like you don't got nobody from maybe even one, right? We're grown, we have families, so it's not like everyone stays in contact every single day and things like that. But it's like, so you don't got one partner or somebody you could be like, oh, I've known them since X amount of years, and you trying to tell me you have nobody around you? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do that, and it's like they do it more so. It's kind of like their ego. That's how I feel, right? So your ego, you would rather just be by yourself and have your millions than rather really like just mend a relationship and be like, it wasn't worth it. Like it's, you know what I'm saying?
That's a way to look at it, but there's also another way to look at it to where if you thinking on one page and somebody else is not on the mindset, you feel me? There's
no, definitely.
You feel me? There's no mending.
There's no connection there. Yeah. There's no understanding.
That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Connection.
Yeah.
Sometimes the connection just be broken.
No, definitely. I'm a firm believer on that. I guess too, like that's why they say words are very powerful, right? Because like when I hear you say people with money don't want to fuck with people, I instantly think like, you know how we know motherfuckers to be, right? Like, fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even
I feel like there's a way to do it.
It's not even the fact that they don't want to. It's just they don't have to.
Yeah, I guess.
Like we all.
I ain't made it there yet, I guess.
Yeah, like we all strive. Like we all strive. Like we all strive to a point to get to where we can do what we want to do. We don't got to kiss nobody.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not about kissing ass. So you know how, like, I've seen, and we've all seen this, right? Where motherfuckers will have a long bond between each other, right? And be really cool and will really fall out. We see it in the hood all the time. Niggas kill each other over dumb shit, all the shit, right? And that's, I guess, my mentality. Because it's like, wouldn't you, like, aren't there just some people that aren't replaceable? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's some people that it's like, yeah, I'm going to give you your distance, but I know that I couldn't just be like, fuck you forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I guess that's how far I go when I'm, like, down the rabbit hole when I'm hearing certain words. You know what I'm saying? Because when I say fuck you to somebody, like, it's really like,
but that's just you. Like, that's just people that's just communication.
You're absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you love someone, then it'll never get to where
to
it's
that
in
point.
The public or
you're absolutely
any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's the number one thing that's broken in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Is communication.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about blacks on blacks killing each other. Yes, that's true. But the reason for that is the lack of communication.
Definitely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If motherfuckers just took the time to actually talk to a motherfucker and to see why they think that way or why they act that way, then your reaction would be different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody gonna react the same way when they don't know, you know what I'm saying?
No,
a motherfucker purpose.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's hard to have a conversation, to be able to communicate and understand. Like sometimes things be hot and heated and you just react, right? Because we all are emotional like creatures. You feel me? But no, I agree with you 100%. So back to, we gonna bring it back to Livewire, the brand. You feel me? I need my bro to pump up his stuff a little bit more. We did have some music playing. What is it that you're working on right now?
I'm working on a new album, Prenuptial Agreement 2. I had to bring it back. The fans kept asking, man. So,
yes.
You know, man, you always gotta give the fans what they want.
What?
Because at the end of the day, you feel me? This is a gift from God that He gave to me to get it in.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm not giving them what they want, then I'm undermining my gift.
Yeah, definitely. At what age did you realize that music was like your avenue though?
And,
like, were you grown and that's kind of when you got into it, or music has always kind of been in your life?
no, like B Street is my favorite movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first.
It's a classic.
It's like the first movie that was, for the fans that don't know, it's like the first movie that was made about hip hop and like breakdance and shit.
Yep.
In 1984. So.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? B Street is the movie that made me fall in love with music. But like I always tell people, I've always been a fan first. You know what I'm saying? More than an artist. You know what I'm saying? So my love for music is deeper than me making music.
Definitely.
I just so happen to make music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But me, like, that shit always just distilled in me. Like, my mom used to play Wham. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like,
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? My mom used to play Wham in the morning.
Yep.
Whitney Houston,
Waking
Boy,
you up
Boy
to all the old
George,
school
all
music.
that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep, because our parents introduced us to music, right? Even when they used to have them house parties and all the stuff. And then too, it's like music is actually recycled throughout the generations. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of sampled music. You know what I'm saying?
my dad was in a fucking one of them little R&B groups and shit.
Oh, really?
In the 60s and shit.
Like in a band?
Like the Temptations.
With an
and shit.
afro and shit? In the bell bottoms?
No, like the Temptations, like spinning around.
No,
like,
yeah, it was like six. That's what I'm saying. Did they have outfits too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like just suit, like the
They
Temptations.
was with the shit. I
Not
know,
dressed up. And
remember the
costumes.
Temptations used to be dressed in their suits, they little tailored
that's
suits,
what I
and
mean,
singing in
but-
the woo.
That's exactly what I mean.
See what I'm saying?
I thought you meant like costumes.
Fuck no.
Like
I ain't
in the
talking about
70s
Kiss.
and shit.
Kiss the Rock Man, nigga.
No.
I'm talking about the motherfucking shit we grew up on. You feel me?
My dad,
The David Ruffins and the, you know what I'm saying?
That was David Ruffin.
So he had a Jerry curl or a afro.
Probably a fro for sure.
A fro, okay.
Natural.
All right.
They called them naturals back then.
Yeah, okay, that was
Natural.
natural. See, ooh, wrinkle on the brain, y'all. Afros back in the days was called naturals.
For sure.
Now you know. Don't say you heard it from nobody else. You heard it right here from Livewire. That's hella dope. So yeah, so you just been around fucking music. My dad, I grew up around music. So my dad was actually a DJ. You feel me? So he's been DJing ever since I was a baby. That's actually what I had got this for. Was for him, you feel me, in dedication to my dad. But we always grew up around music. I remember I was like a tomboy growing up in Seaside, you feel me. He used to always, he would pay us to help him load his vinyl crates in the back of the van so he could go do his his parties, his promotions, you feel me. And whatchamacallit, he would pay us to come and like help him break shit down. So I just always been around music. I was sitting when he would get his vinyl records from Core DJs. You remember Core DJs? Remember back in the days when they used to send out the vinyl samples, the albums? They used to do that with my dad. So he would get the records and go in there and listen to the beats, click the beats and mark it on his shit. So he knew how to mix his music. You feel me? So that's before they had the computers.
Remember back in the days, like before Instagram and before like MySpace and all that shit. Like, remember when you had, like, if you had a hot song, remember when you had to actually email that shit
to the radio,
every single DJ? No, you had to take it to the radio.
Yeah.
Like, go up there, make an appointment, somebody come out, give you a date to talk to somebody else.
Hell yeah.
Just to get an appointment.
Yeah.
Then you go back 3 weeks later and somebody tell you, okay, we'll sit down and listen to the song 3 weeks from now. And in between all that, you had to still be pushing and doing
still marketing and that, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit.
So like that's what I be thinking about when artists will just put out a song and it might not get the response,
the feedback,
that they like. No, like if you're a great artist, you're always gonna get feedback. So people always, when they hear it, if it's great, they're gonna tell you it's great and they love it. So that should always be your motivation. But she said, "Oh no, I'll just come get you."
Oh, 30 minutes. Oh yeah, because y'all going to eat. But y'all, you feel me?
What was I saying?
We were talking about artists and how artists.
Oh yeah. So like, feedback is when somebody hear the song and they like it. They be like, "Oh, that's dope. That's great." Well, that's feedback. Results is when you put it out and nobody listens, nobody plays the video, or nobody streams it, or nobody buys it, or whatever. That's results. Don't worry. Like Simba says, results take time.
Yep.
Long as you get great feedback, the results gonna come.
Exactly.
All you gotta do is just keep
working and be consistent.
That was my thing. Like I would see artists get good artists, great artists, get a little down off their results and shit. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
And I used to be like, blood, like y'all, not little blood, my little brother, but like where where we from, we say blood.
Yeah.
Like, I always have to clear that up because I travel a lot, and everywhere I fucking go, people ask me, "Were you talking about little blood?"
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
and you know me, I know you explain it to the people because I know,
yeah.
right? I'm like, I didn't even think of that until you said it.
But anyway, like we'll go somewhere and they'll have a reaction, and I'll be like, blood, like, do you understand? Like, you're getting great feedback. You have social media, which is the fucking best marketing tool since fucking commercials was
ever. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that's the best shit, since it's like your own personal commercial that you can wake up and post whenever the fuck you feel like it.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, but I see them do that, and then I'd be like, do you understand? We had, like, our commercials, we had to touch every single fan by the hand. You feel me? Like, we had to touch every single fan by the hand.
And that's what I mean when I say that it was funner back then, right? Because everybody was hungry. Like all of us. Like me, like we was really street team.
No, you just can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
See
a
what
great,
I'm saying? Like
that's a great way to look at it, but you just can't duplicate human interaction.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? That's why nowadays you fall in love a lot with songs now instead of artists. That's why now it's about having a great song. Or not a great song, having a hot song. Everybody just got a hot song and fade out, and you put another one out and fade out.
Right.
Like, nobody's into making the mass public or your fan base or whatever fall in love with you. When they love you, then they love everything you do.
Everything you do.
Because they see shit from your point of view. You feel me? So just take, for instance, Outkast, Andre 3000. Whatever the fuck message he was putting in his music before he did that fucking Hey Ya shit, his fucking fans understood it.
Exactly.
And they bought that shit and they rolled with it. That shit went diamond. That's 10 million sold. You feel me? When he dropped that shit, them Outkast fans wasn't like, oh no, this nigga on some weird shit. We don't know what the fuck he got.
They was like, okay, Andre, we fucking with it.
They was like, okay, Dre, nigga, this what I'm talking about. You been talking about you was gonna do this shit, nigga. Show me something then, nigga.
And it's even so crazy because he paved the way too. Because remember, Andre 3000 used to come out, you know, Big Boy used to come out how all the niggas and the D-boys used to dress. And then here come crazy ass Andre 3000 with his energy and all the shit. But you couldn't help but to love that nigga's energy. Like, wait a minute, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just great inspiration, and he was really about being himself. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
And being his true artist within himself. You see, he didn't change with the times. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on no fads, no nothing like that. Like, he really stayed true to himself. And it's like, now look where we're at, how much longer later, and look how people are expressing themselves in crazy ass ways too. You know what I'm saying? even like style of clothing, you know what I'm saying? 80s clothing and all that stuff is recycled itself back, and you know what I'm saying?
Punk rock.
You know, yeah, all that emo stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Them tight bell bottoms. Look how the females is wearing.
History just repeats itself.
It's all it is. It definitely is. You know what I'm saying? So if you're smart enough, you will educate yourself on past history. You know what I'm saying? And past people, especially if you have a craft that you're trying to master. You want to watch people who are.
When you don't educate yourself, and motherfuckers know that, they'll just say, "Hey, this is gonna be new to them," because they ain't did their research to know this shit been happening.
Yeah.
Or know this shit been, you feel me?
Yeah.
So
that's
how they play on the mind of the people who don't just do their daily research.
Exactly.
Shit.
That's like when COVID hit and PPP was popping. PPP been going on. That's been a loan that's been provided and offered to small businesses, SBA loans, all that stuff. But guess what? It took the pandemic for a lot of people to be educated or even know that it was there. That's been there for us. You know what I'm saying? So, no, you definitely have to educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes even want to be educated. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because a lot of times too, you might not have any teachers around you. You might not know where to go, but just the fear, the pure fact that you want to learn, you're gonna figure that out. You're gonna put yourself in the way of some type of education, some books. Even look, social media, you can Google fucking anything at this point. You know what I'm saying? So. No, I'm a old school. I don't know. I'm old school about everything. I'm old school natural. I'm old school all that. Like, give me the grit and the grind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I miss out of it, and that's why I always say I missed us when we was back then. I love us now because we all still together. You feel me? But the grind and just you couldn't tell us nothing. We could have.
I always tell people that if I can't work for it and get it on my own, then I don't deserve it. Like. You know what I'm saying? Like, God did everything for a reason. Like, everything happens based on the way you make it with your hard work and your devotion and your discipline. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell motherfuckers like my son play football. You know what I'm saying? I told him that because he had to run laps
at practice.
Yeah, he got called playing a lot of Jacka.
Oh yeah, coach was on him.
Yeah. So I'm like, when you just like say like I'm making a like for instance thing to him. Like say for instance, Jovan, you get into the game or he don't put you in the game for whatever reason. You have to think back as, damn, I fucked up the other day, and hold yourself accountable and know that that's the reason.
Why? Yeah.
And not just be like, oh, I quit, or coach tripping, or like, you gotta learn how to take accountability, because everything ain't always gonna go
your way.
Your way in life, and what you work for, you're going to get. Yeah. And what you don't work for, you're not going to get.
You won't get,
it's
or
just very, it's
you won't keep it.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But
yeah.
It's that simple. Like, it's that simple. It's that simple. It's it ain't even no gray area.
No.
Like, it's very that simple.
I'm a very firm believer that children need youth sports, honestly. I feel like for boys and girls, right? Whether it's gymnastics, whether it's cheer, whether it's softball, then you got baseball, you got football, you got soccer. I feel like it helps discipline them. It introduces them to society because they have teammates, right? You have to learn how to be a team player or a selfless player as well. You know what I'm saying? But depending on what your sport is. But it's like it teaches them interaction. It teaches them discipline because they do have to learn and, like you said, find accountability, right? And also it I feel like it helps us as the parent understand our child, right? Because now we're able to see them in situations they probably wouldn't have been in with us, right? So you see how they respond and how they react. Because, you know, as parents, shit, everybody love their kids. Kids can't do no goddamn wrong. You know what I'm saying? So when you see them break down, I feel like that has helped me be like, okay, we need to work on that. You know what I'm saying? Like Tavon is a fucking firecracker. I don't even know where he got that from. Okay,
That's my little partner.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know where he got it from though. I don't know who's firecracker. I don't know where he got it from. He didn't even catch it on. I think he got it from me, but I'm just saying. Jay just like, yeah, whatever.
My little partner.
Yeah, so years ago, Tay had horrible discipline. Like, he was very emotional, over emotional. Like, he'd cry because he gets so emotional. He'd fight. It would be like he'd fight his own teammates on the sideline because he's trying to get them.
It's too much.
But it's because he's trying to get them together. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you ain't, mom, you broke the play. Like, when I got to talk to him, like, what happened? So I had to start teaching him, you can't control nobody but yourself.
Jovan like that.
You get what I'm saying? But he needed that to get that shit out of him. You get what I'm saying? Now he'll be like, he'll break down and like, and his coaches have been with him for some years, but then he'll get out of it. Next play, touchdown. Waking the nigga, rolling the nigga out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like you have to learn that, and I feel like putting them in those type of situations, I feel like are healthy for them and for us, so that we can see. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd have been like, oh, he knows how to handle himself. He fine. He cool. It's not until you see them in those situations, especially with their peers, to be like, oh, wait, okay, I assumed maybe you really don't know how to handle that type of situation. Like, that ain't how you do it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucked up, and I got to roll with you because you wrong, but, you know, I got to rock with you. Come on, now, let's get to the car and cuss everybody out because you fucking up, and I'm going to cuss your ass out in the car, but I ain't going to let them know you wrong or out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? We going to have a discussion in the fucking car, you know, but I feel like that's just a part of parenthood, you know. A lot of the times, especially with my first son, I felt like parenthood was more, you're going to do what I tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're my child. Wasn't a drill sergeant? Well, I guess you can say that, but guess what's fucked up about that is I came from a military household.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's fucked up because when they hear, like, when people tell me that, I'll be like, damn, no, I'm not. And I think like, well, that is how, okay, well, maybe, but I don't mean to. You know what I'm saying? But it's more so, you know, you expect your child to be how you raised them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to be like this. I had a child at a young age. It wasn't until I started getting older that I'm like, okay, wait, this is a whole human here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to evolve. Even though I might raise them, they might be around certain things, they still going to feel maybe a different type of a way. And I can't, you know, it was a reflection of myself having kids, like, seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, I need to get better in that department. You know what I mean? And it's like kids can be a blessing to some and a curse to others. And I feel like it's a curse to people who are running from themselves and not comfortable with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like children are like another chance at life. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like reborn with myself, but it's more like, okay, there is a purpose. Like, I went through all of this for, like, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
with children, I feel like with children you have to be wholehearted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have a child, there's no parts of your heart for you still.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think people just still have children when they ain't fulfilled their heart for themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they can't be wholehearted with their children.
Yeah.
Because they ain't fulfilled the shit that they feel like they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And with children, you have to be wholehearted.
Yeah, you gotta
like,
pour all into them.
You have to be selfless. Like, you have to just step back and just be like, I'll die before this person.
Mm-hmm.
With anything.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
A bullet, a car,
Mm-hmm.
poison,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you have to just like accept it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to live by that. And when I say live by that, not actually die for them, but just sacrifice. It's like you just have to, like, you do not come first no more.
Yeah.
Like, there's no more me number one. Like,
Definitely.
that does not exist.
And not like sometimes. It's like you got to think like that all the time.
Like forever.
Yeah.
Yes, like it never exists no more.
Exactly.
Like, you can never ever put yourself first.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that you have to realize before you go creating a whole human being. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like it's different, right? Because now everybody, it goes back to that whole thought process of I don't need nobody, right? And it's like, no, we do. Like, we need a whole family structure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be a single parent or, you know what I'm saying, raising a child. Like, a child needs love from all directions. They need the grandparent. They need the, you know what I'm saying? They need the parents. They need the cousins. They need the aunties. Like, we grew up in that structure, and I feel like that's what our kids are starting to miss, is they need that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
children duplicate what they see.
Of course.
You feel me? So if a son see his father with various women, he's going to grow up and think dating or having various women. It's going to be cool, not even cool to him. Because I don't want to say cool. They're just not going to see nothing wrong with it. You feel me?
Think it's normal.
If a daughter grows up, you'll call my phone. If a daughter grows up in a one-woman house with her mom, she's not going to want a man, and probably need a man, but not even thinks that she needs a man because she's watched her mom grow up without, not even watched her mom. She grew up in a household where there wasn't a man presence. So her whole life hasn't had a real man presence.
Exactly.
In it. So,
and with that,
I'm saying, like, to some point, that's the fucking kind of strange shit. You feel me? Like, nigga, we've been doing this on our own, nigga. All this, you know what I'm saying? Now you coming in, you want to tell me what I can wear and what I can't dress and who I can talk to.
Yeah.
Like, that type of shit, like, you feel me? Like, that type of shit plays a big role, too.
Yeah. But I feel like how it's introduced matters as well, right? I feel like, you know, some mothers, it's really some mothers that are crazy as hell, but they really feel like, okay, because I am dating this person, and he takes on the role and the responsibilities to help me with my child. No, that's not how it should be. And I feel like when people are dating, you should be very, very slow to introduce people to your children. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, with you being like in the music and all that type of stuff, like, how do you deal with your, like, trying to keep your children out of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of world. Because I know they see you guys and they recognize the boys and stuff, like, when you guys be out and shit. You feel me?
I mean, my children, they my little son, he just now figuring out daddy's a rapper. My oldest son, you know what I'm saying, he knows it. My oldest son, I've like, the way I explain it to him is very, very humbling. So, you know what I'm saying, he understands it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna go into deep detail.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying, that's between me and my
of
son.
Course.
But the way I explain it to him, he's very, very humbling. And, you know what I'm saying, he understands, you know what I'm saying, that dad didn't graduate high school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And
so you keep it really transparent with him.
And dad loved music very, very much. You know what I'm saying? Loved it so much that he chose to do that over everything. And by the grace of God, it happened for me. Yeah. But like 1% out of 100.
Yeah, it doesn't happen all the time. You know, exactly.
So like, you know what I'm saying? He understands that I have to do my part on giving back in, you know what I'm saying, those type of ways and all that type of stuff. So pictures and all that, he gets in pictures. He never acts funny.
Acts funny, yeah.
None of that. But you know what I'm saying? He understands. That's my way of giving back because the way that God has blessed me with that talent is very, very rare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my best way that I.
And honestly, to be doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Like, for it to be so long. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a one hit and you was out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really been putting in work for a long, long time. And that goes back to the craft of being consistent, right? And pushing things out. And just staying on your grind. I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like somebody who is pushing out like mediocre type music, but is staying consistently in somebody's face, does better than the one hit. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody who's making a hit occasionally, because they're grinding, they're consistently building a fan base, right? I would think that they would be getting better and better over time. You know what I'm saying? And that fan base has been building, you know what I'm saying? Rather than this fan base is only really building when there's a hit coming, right? So it's like, that's why I said I always go back to the authentic or the natural process. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just love it. Just, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I'm just weird, like, about everything. You know what I'm saying? So even with like the skincare, right? I'm into natural stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, just watching it just create, or how it manifests into something. You know what I'm saying? But it's from something natural. You know what I'm saying? Relationships. You know, I went to school for psychology. You feel me? So it's like I've always been intrigued by people and thought processes and how people work. And it's like everything in life is like creation. You know what I'm saying?
Mediocrity was a horrible word to use.
Was it?
But
oh, sorry. Yeah.
But going back to what you're saying, it's just like practice makes perfect. If you keep doing something over and over and over again, you're going to get better at it. So, you know what I'm saying? You're doing it over and over and over again, and when you're doing, it's like playing the lotto.
Mm-hmm.
If you play that shit every day, from 1 year old to 100, man, you gonna fucking
one of them days.
One of them days you're gonna fucking win.
Yeah.
It might be a long time.
Yeah.
But one of them days you're gonna fucking win.
Eventually.
But it's like if a motherfucker recording songs every day, like here go a new song.
Uh-huh.
Here go a new song.
Uh-huh.
Here go a new song.
Uh-huh.
Here go a new song. Here go a new song. You gonna like one of them songs.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
One of them motherfuckers gonna hit.
Right.
That's where it comes in with the consistency.
Yeah.
That's why they say, like, have you ever seen that picture where a motherfucker be digging a hole and right on the other side
stop
you be
and
that
be
close?
right there. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's why they say keep
going.
Consistency, because you never know how close you is.
Definitely.
You feel me? Just like you say, a motherfucker be mediocre for hella long. Bow, then they get a hit. Then that motherfucker go die.
Exactly, and that's what I meant by that.
Then
So I might have picked the wrong word.
Then now, you feel me? Motherfucker, diamond selling
that
artists.
part, and that's
all them albums songs that the motherfucker put out before then. Them motherfuckers going gold.
Exactly, because now the fans have built that fan base. They just been
like,
in idle mode.
Shit.
You get what I'm saying?
This nigga got all this shit out.
Yes.
Oh, let me go back and
go back and get it. Exactly. See what I'm saying? Like, that's when you remember old school summits. You remember the DJ summits that we used to go to and shit?
Rap summits and DJ summits, yeah.
Okay, look. Okay, I got a memory. I'll see if you remember that. Okay, I might remember it differently than Styling remember it, if he even fucking remember it. Do you remember when we was at the summit down there by the airport, Oakland Airport? I think that's where we used to have it for like. I remember having it there for like a few years. Remember? And
I think I remember.
at that hotel, and it had the you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's across from the DoubleTree now, right? Yeah. So it was hella artists, and it was like, you feel me? Somebody had just got finished performing, and they played the song, and I was like, "Styling, they playing your song." He was like, "That's not me." My nigga, my brother was so fucking mad at me.
Shout out my nigga Eddie.
Shout out Eddie Projects. You feel me?
That's my twin. Shout out twin.
So this is back when.
No, me and Eddie talk about that all the time.
No, look,
not that moment, but
just in general. Yes.
He always give us.
So if y'all don't know who Eddie Projects is, shout out, like we said, Eddie Projects. You feel me?
Shout out, hit us on the payroll.
Hey, hit us on the payroll for sure. You feel me? Hello. They sound similar, right? And so when you hear them, depending on what setting you're in, you would think that it's the same person. And so at the rap summit, when it came on, I was hella juiced. Like, why is this nigga looking hella juiced just sitting there? I'm like, nigga, they playing your shit. He was like, Tay, that ain't me. I was like, oh.
You probably was like the 20th person that week.
No, it wasn't. You wasn't like dry in a bad way. It was just like,
I know. I just was already. I was already ready for the J-Stalin. No, because remember that song was on the radio.
It was. That's what I'm saying.
It was on the radio.
No,
so everybody was like,
so just so y'all know, he wasn't hating. It was one of them like where when my people be like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how he looked at
everybody.
Like,
just was. No, I was over it at that time.
Yeah,
you was like the 20th motherfucker that week.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Everything
my nigga, I love Eddie to death. You feel me?
Hell yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just everywhere I go.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like they probably they probably asked me about the shit probably more than Eddie.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just was over.
Yeah, of course.
Getting asked nigga that many times about a popping ass song that wasn't mine.
Exactly.
You feel me, nigga?
Exactly. You like, nigga, I ain't on the radio.
At the end of the day, the motherfucker wasn't mine. Nigga. You feel me, nigga? That's my nigga shit, nigga. That's my nigga shit.
And too, it got to the point where it was like, I want to say we was just I was a couple years deep into fucking with Stalin and promoting with him and doing the music thing with him, but I know like a couple of years later, I recognize like your voice. I couldn't misconstrue. Like I would listen to you and Eddie, and I definitely know who the difference of the people are. You know what I'm saying?
That's because that song had came like right after Bank Dance, and then.
Oh, okay.
And then that one came, and then Birthday came.
There you go.
So he got some of the birthday shit.
Exactly.
You feel me?
He got
motherfuckers
the
saying, motherfuckers saying, not the leftovers.
Yeah.
You have horrible words.
I?
No, I'm saying like, so when birthday hit.
You have horrible words.
Birthday hit.
I don't mean them like leftovers.
When birthday hit, you feel me? Motherfuckers who knew the other song was Eddie's and be like, hey, I heard the birthday. And he'd be like, that ain't me, that's Stalin. You feel me? Like,
no, dead ass. It was happening to both of y'all.
Yeah, it was happening to both
So look,
of
and only my brother I'll let anybody correct me, right? Because it's accountability. But also too, so y'all know that I be like, my verbiage be a little bit different. So when I say leftovers, okay, I don't mean like, obviously y'all got fucked up leftovers. To me, my leftovers be the best. You know what I'm saying? Or not the best, but they still be popping. So when I say leftovers, what I'm thinking in my head is like, he got the benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all know, okay, because my brother over here calling me out. Yes, he said I have a horrible choice of words, but in my own crazy ADHD mind, it makes sense. So I gotta explain it to y'all so y'all don't really think that, you feel me? I'm over here just, you know.
That was
that's what I said. That shit used to be hella fucking fun to me.
I
you know what I'm saying?
Say that was a great time.
Yes. It used to be times where we would leave from like Caribbean cities, Anton's, drunk, toasted. We either going to eat or, I'm not gonna lie, they sometimes would be on board with the promo shit. Like, Tay, you got some flyers and shit. We just, look, you feel me?
That's that high shit.
No, for real. Just out and about, just ain't ready to go home yet. Yeah, they want to pass flyers out. No, let me tell you why these niggas want to pass flyers out. Because of the bitches. Okay, yes, they would. That's how they would have their conversations. Like, oh, you What is the best memory that you remember? Like something that you think about, you just be laughing like, man, yeah, that shit was hella fun. I remember that.
No, just Mingles.
Oh my goodness,
like,
yeah.
Mingles was like
popping all the time.
Mingles was like the Cotton Club.
Yeah.
Like if you watch one of them old movies, you feel me, like Harlem Nights. For real. Like Harlem Nights.
Dead ass, yes.
Like like you wasn't nobody until you became somebody in Mingles.
Exactly.
Like if you can walk in Mingles and get a free drink, or if you can get in
straight
Mingles
through
free,
the
or if
security,
you can get you and your niggas in Mingles, nigga, you was the nigga. Like some real shit. Like Mingles was like I just like I went to Mingles every week. Once a week, for 2 whole years straight, for sure. Like Mingles, like I think about, like Mingles need a movie, like for real. Like Mingles need a movie. Like,
I'm pretty. If them walls could talk, them walls done seen it the fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
Need a movie.
Yeah. But that molded a lot of stuff from in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Mingles and all them clubs downtown, and you know what I'm saying? All Antons and stuff like that, like the party scene. You know.
I have a lot of great ideas.
You have great ideas? Give me 5, because I was a part of that one. Just shout me out and be like, I was with my sister.
I have a lot of great ideas lately.
Look, see? Oh, because we was talking about Mingles. So we ain't even gonna put that out there. I think I'm feeling your energy real quick. You know what I'm saying? But no, that shit used to be so much fucking fun. I remember sometimes we didn't even used to have gas money, and we like, what you got? We gonna put it in the tank, and you feel me, to get somewhere. Do you remember what show were we going to? I think we were trying to get to a show in Burlingame or something. Remember when I had the Cadillac, the green Cadillac, and we got flooded out? Remember we couldn't get to the show because it was flooded and we couldn't go no more?
Yep, I think that was Burlingame.
Yep.
Frisco, right?
Yep. We done been through some motherfucking shit.
Yeah.
Through some shit. Like, Styling been around since my oldest son was 3, 4. Remember he was in UMB this video?
Shout out to Tay, my nigga 21 now, man. It's been a long, hard road.
It's 21. He grown. So that just lets you know how long me and Jovan been fucking with each other. You feel me? I brought my son around them when he was 3, 4 years old, and he's 21 as of July.
That little nigga was on my album when he was 4.
Yeah. Demolition Man mixtape. Shout out Dev and Imperial. You feel me? The Demolition Man exploding the block. Remember we was giving him hella candy and shit inside the studio trying to get him geesed up. He was a kid.
Before he did his skit.
Remember?
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember? Did you ever used to get blessed? You got blessed by the bar before, huh? In Dev's bar, Demolition Bin bar. Remember the pull-up bar that used to be right in front of his door, and everyone used to hit their head, and it would sound like a wind chime. You don't remember the bar? Oh my God. That's probably because your ass never hit it. You walking straight into that. That was when you guys, you, JB, Kaz, all y'all took that picture in Dev's room. Jack.
Shout out my nigga Kaz, man. Shout out my nigga Kaz Kaiser, man.
Kaz Kaiser. Love you, Kaz. Was you there that time? Kaz was hella mad at Tay? At D? They was playing FIFA. He kept beating Kaz. Kaz wanted to beat D up, but he was a kid. Shout out Kaz. We miss you. I ain't seen your ass in hella long.
Shout out my nigga Kaz.
Yeah, definitely. But see, that's what I'm saying. It was hella like
great time.
Hella memories. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Like for sure. We done been through some shit together. I will always love and respect Styling just for the simple fact that he was the one that actually helped me stick with like promoting and having my business, because it was like I was able to kind of work off of him and his energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know about you, but I can be honest and transparent. There were times where I was like, fuck this promotion shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was times where I was like, I'm not about to keep trying to beg a nigga to promote himself or like promote themselves, and I'm just out here doing this shit. I ain't doing this shit for free. And you know, you be having your moments where you be like, man, and then you gotta really sit back and think like, okay, what am I really doing this for? Like, what is really the outcome of this? You know what I'm saying? So I could never, I was like, I refuse to stop. You know what I'm saying? And then once
it's for your hustle, it's for your grind.
You understand what I'm saying?
You go hard.
Yeah.
Because you a motherfucker that go hard.
Yeah.
You feel me? You don't go hard for somebody. You go hard for everybody, because that's just what you do. You go hard. You don't pick who you go hard for. Nigga, going hard ain't something you turn on and off.
Exactly.
Yeah, motherfucker who go hard. Go hard.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yep.
So that's what I was trying to instill in everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people, like, I heard Jay-Z say it a long time ago, so I'm never gonna take credit for it, but like, we didn't really do nothing special, but we just didn't quit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, if it's a motherfucker on the corner selling a fucking candy bar on that corner every day, and you walking past and that nigga there every day, one of those fucking days you're gonna buy a piece of fucking candy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Most definitely. I agree.
And that goes back to what? Consistency.
Exactly. Yep.
That's it.
That's exactly what it was.
We didn't do nothing special. Like, we didn't get no big ass record deals, or we didn't sign with no fucking big ass labels.
No, not
we
at
wasn't
all.
on the radio every fucking minute. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't on TV every other day, but motherfuckers is just still here.
Yep.
Because niggas ain't quit.
Exactly.
And niggas ain't go broke.
Yep.
You feel me? Niggas ain't quit and niggas ain't go broke.
Exactly.
That's why niggas is just still here.
Yeah.
So just don't quit and manage your fucking money, and you'll be around. Period.
How do you go about picking the artists that you have on Livewire? Like, because I know with you traveling,
I just do it by the heart.
Really?
I win sometime, I lose sometime.
Yeah.
But I just do it from the heart. Like, I've tried, like, the raw niggas don't have the fucking battery in their back to go. The niggas that have the fucking battery in their back to go don't have the talent. It just...
Yeah, it is what it is.
I just go from the heart.
Yeah.
Some artists I pick, some of them gonna go on to be megastars, some of them ain't gonna go nowhere. But at least I tried to help somebody.
Exactly.
That's how I look at it.
Right.
Like, I don't even, you feel me?
Yeah.
I don't even...
It's kind of like what you feeling at that time. If it works and it's like good, you know what I'm saying? If it doesn't, then that's just what it is.
I base mine all on talent though.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Every nigga I fuck with is very, very talented. So, you know what I'm saying? The sky is the limit for them. And if they don't get there, it ain't because they wasn't talented.
Exactly.
Because I know talent.
Yeah. But then you're not all about entertainment. So it's like, I know that you have the clothing store and the recording studio, but what other businesses do you have your hands in as well?
Just stocks, online, retail. Like, that shit is bigger than the storefronts. You know what I'm saying? Like, the storefronts is just, you know what I'm saying, to be honest, to have a place where
more visual, huh?
No, just a place where where
like a brick and mortar, like a building,
like a brick and mortar. Yes, where your fans can see and meet you.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Like there's a physical location.
Amazon, the biggest shit in the world. Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world. They don't got no fucking Amazon store that you can walk into.
Right.
So you feel me? And you can't walk in like.
You can't just walk in the shop, right?
I do it, yes. And you can't walk in nothing to see him. I just do the stores, you know what I'm saying, to give them a place where they can see me.
Yeah, or feel like
you know
I came to Stalin's shop. You know what I'm saying?
More retail, you know what I'm saying, signing more artists, you know what I'm saying. I'm a fan of music, so I'm always just looking for the next dope motherfucker because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And whether that's rock, fucking country, rap, yodel-ay, whatever the fuck.
So you have you're a real artist. You know, some people don't they don't dabble in other genres of music. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can't listen to rock or they can't listen to country music. It's kind of like turn that shit off. You know what I'm saying? But I've listened to you over the years, like listen to some shit. I'm like, what is he listening to? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, because lyrics is lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm an artist, I'm not a producer, so it's easy for me to tune out a beat and just listen to the lyrics. Yeah, because I don't make beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I listen to lyrics first, always. That's why artists and producers clash all the time, because we care about two different things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we love beats, But nigga,
What am I
y'all
gonna
just
say?
start doing verses. We've been doing freestyle battles, my nigga.
Yeah.
And verses are playing songs. Like
Mhm.
nigga, like motherfuckers ain't beat battling every, you feel me? Like not to disrespect no producers with no beats or nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, we love our raps just as much as they love their beats.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to listen to any genre of music and tune out a beat and just listen to the lyrics. Like, did you hear what that nigga said?
Yeah.
Like, the country, your body's like a back road.
But I feel like that's what matters, and a lot of people listen to the beat. Sometimes they don't listen to the lyrics of the song. So I feel like the people who are listening to the lyrics are really the music heads, right?
Yes. I just was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I just was gonna say, like, so the people that listen to the beats, those are the people that don't buy your next single when the beat
ain't right.
No,
they ain't feeling
when
it.
they don't feel the beat.
Yeah.
When they ain't even gave. That's why I say, if you make a motherfucker fall in love with you instead of your music, then they'll give your lyrics a chance.
Yeah.
Even if the beat whack, they're like, okay, I don't really like this beat this much.
Yeah.
But let me listen to what this nigga's saying, cause I do love him.
Exactly.
You feel me?
No, you're 100%
And it's just
right.
that little bit of do and don't that creates a world, that creates a cult fan base.
Definitely.
Instead of a motherfucker who has to put out a hot song to generate some money.
But it's like
every now and then.
Right.
I mean, every whatever, you feel me?
But it's like look at the artists that, I mean, like we've been around, or even that we look up to. I mean, shit, look at Jack. Everybody loved Jack. Jack had a charisma about him where he made people feel like the first time that he met them, he made them feel like he really knew them and fucked with them.
You know what?
You get what I'm saying?
Like, but not to cut you off.
Yeah.
What I was finna say, I was just finna say something about Jack, but what I was finna say was that the reason for that is because everybody could touch Jack. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what, like, Jacka was very, very dope. He was a raw as fucking artist, but he was so down. He was so down to earth. Like, if another artist dropped and Jacka shit dropped on the same day, you would just buy Jacka shit first, because you would be like, hey, I ran into Jack. That nigga smoked a blunt with me.
Definitely.
Hella cool.
But that's also what I meant by
like,
it too, right? Is the fact that he was a people's person.
Compared to, like,
you understand what I'm saying?
Compared to say the other nigga who album came out. Oh yeah, he was up there too. I asked him for a picture. He told me he had time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just say they both great rappers. No one's better than the other. That little thing is gonna make that one fan. I ain't saying he gonna buy your shit.
Yeah.
But he gonna buy his shit first.
Yeah.
See,
exactly.
It's all about priority.
It's a personal connection.
Yeah,
you want to feel
about
an
making yourself
attachment.
a priority.
Definitely.
You feel me?
Yep.
Nigga, if aliens come right now, nigga, and they only got a few motherfucking ships, nigga, to take us to another planet, you motherfuckers ain't priority.
Yeah.
You gonna be stuck on Earth.
You know.
No, for real. No, what?
Let me make sure our ass is still in the shot. Yeah, we still in the shot. Okay.
They don't want your ass, huh? Don't beam you up.
You done did too much. You done burnt too many bridges. You done burnt too many bridges. You ain't priority.
But it's like, I feel like I was around the right people when I started doing what I was doing, because I was around the Jacks. I was around the people like you. All of the live wire, all of us, right? We had, man, it was so many fucking people that we had around us that everybody loved, but it was like we was all really still grinding, you know what I'm saying? But we still would come together, and it wasn't about music when we would come together, even though music is what was the core reason why we were together. You know what I'm saying?
Jacka was one of those type of people. And so before I say this, let me say this. So, there's two types of people. You know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucker that make you feel glad, and a motherfucker that make you feel sad.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So Jacka was one of those motherfuckers to where, say you bought a verse from Jack. Just say you spent $10,000 and you bought a verse from Jack.
Mm-hmm.
He the type of motherfucker who would make you feel like you got over on him. Mm-hmm. You feel me? For that 10,000, like you should have gave you 20 or 30. You feel me? That's a glad motherfucker. A sad motherfucker, you gonna feel like you got beat out your $10,000.
Yeah.
Like, man, I should have gave this nigga 2,000.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's the difference.
Yeah.
Between people.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jacka gonna make you feel like, nigga, he was worth 10 times more than you ever could pay him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And another motherfucker gonna make you feel like you got beat out your money. You're gonna be ready to rob him, motherfucker, when he done.
It was how he carried himself, for sure.
No, it's how he treated people.
And that more so. I'll take that back, actually. That trumps that. Because he was always so selfless. Yes. I remember what I always used to remember was when we used to be at Demolition Man house and used to be on YouTube for hours watching hell shit and just used to be around in the kitchen watching. Jack would not stop pulling shit up and we would be watching fucking National Geographic. We would be watching old school rap battles, old school freestyle battles. We watching a double dutch contest. We watching old school car shows. You feel me? So it was like, Jack was more than an artist. Like, he always used to like educate as well, and everybody used to be on it. You know what I'm saying? To where people they would have like just very informative conversations when Jack was in the building. You know what I'm saying? So you had to respect where he was coming from. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Jack was one of them artists to where he always tried to feed himself knowledge. And then if you ever was around him, he was always trying to feed you knowledge. He always be like, hey, bro, you seen this?
Indeed.
Or you heard this? Or he loved Sade. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, he did.
I not caught him, but I've seen him on numerous occasions. You know what I'm saying? Just like listening to Sade or us like referencing Sade. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? And because he'd be like, have you heard this? And he'd play a song, like an old school song. Just trying to give niggas knowledge on music and shit.
He would always educate you on where that originally came from. Like, he was always trying to educate you, like, period. And anything that he learned, he would want to teach you that as well. Like I said, just very selfless. You remember Genova's in the north? Right there by the check cashing, across from the check. Yeah, the sandwich spot. I remember we were at Demolition Man house and everybody was, I think, probably partying from the night before, probably had a hangover, so we went to go get some food. And I'll never forget, it was a girl that was talking hella mess inside of the place. Like, her order wasn't ready. She had been there for hella long or something like that. And she was like, and I ran in here. It was supposed to, like, my food was supposed to be ready. So let's say she ran out, no bra on, tank top and shorts or something like that. And, she was hella worked up. I remember Jack went out of his way to go try to calm her down. And she was like more upset about being out the way that she was dressed. Jack took his fucking sweater off and gave it to her. Like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? And you feel me? And like blessed her before we left. And I was like, that is fucking crazy. Like, sometimes you just gotta sit back and really respect like the type of energy that you have around you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just so selfless. Like, yeah, that was crazy. Just had a lot of good memories with Jack, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was dope as hell. So, I've held my brother hostage for like hella long, you know what I'm saying? And he has his beautiful woman that came in and they're on date night. And